Hello friends, welcome to our channel Researchersjob. Here we discuss research related topics and opportunities. Today our topic is research proposal, how to write, detailed guide and discussion about this. A research proposal is a complete, compact as well as a systematic summary of your advanced research. It sets out the central issue or questions that you plan to attend. It outlines the general area of research study within which your research falls, describing the present state of expertise and any current discussion on the topic. It likewise shows the creativity of your recommended study. What is research proposal? Research proposal is the essential part that you send as part of the application process. It offers you a possibility to show that you have the aptitude for research level study. For instance, by showing that you can communicate complicated suggestions plainly, concisely and also sincerely. The proposal also aids us in matching your study interest with an ideal supervisor. What is the objective of a research proposal? The objective of a research proposal can be summarized as adheres to recommend a research study job that will lead a significant understanding, to create an in-depth plan of the task consisting of a technical approach and also theoretical framework, ensure that the suggested research is attainable within a needed time and with the offered resources, to demonstrate that you have an appropriate proficiency and also experience to take on the task. Even if completing a research proposal is not a demand of your candidature, it is an excellent concept to compose one. Writing a research proposal will encourage you to clarify your purposes and critical thoughts. It will allow you to think about each phase of the research study process to make sure that you can establish a clear and in-depth plan. When they emerge, it will likewise help you anticipate troubles that you might encounter during your candidature and motivate you to think concerning exactly how you will certainly handle them. How to pick a topic for research proposal? Various points you should consider to assume regarding when choosing a subject. There is such a thing point, being as well as comprehensive to also confident regarding the topic subject. If you are having a psychological reaction to a specific question, ask yourself why. You can still investigate the problem, however be mindful of your substantial responses and viewpoint. How do you write a research proposal and from where you should start your research proposal writing? You will be investigated a long time on this job and do not wish to obtain tired by it. When you are stuck on locating a fascinating study subject, there are a couple of areas to look at. Your research guide must likely left some tips for you in the curriculum and on the handout for the research task. If you intend to develop something by yourself, there are a couple of concerns to ask yourself. Exists any instance from the course that has stuck to you or from one or more among your research area? Have you reviewed anything current, seen something on television or on social network that look like something you wish to study? Which abilities are required for a research proposal? Writing a research proposal engages a number of abilities. This skill can be organized into three clusters. First cluster, subject understanding and research skill. The proposal offered you a possibility to show your proficiency in subject knowledge and familiarity with the existing research study patterns. Second point, important thinking ability. A great study research shows evidence of sophisticated analysis, examination and synthesis abilities, as well as imagination and the capacity to combine lateral and upright reasoning. Third point, communication ability. The proposal display your capability to reveal you on your own inaccurate and also concise language ability. Content as well as the structure of research proposal, how it should be. The required material and also the structure of a research proposal varies from one field to study to another one. As a result, you need to speak with care with your research guide to make sure that you are warned of any kind of specific demands in your discipline. In general, a research proposal contains the list below aspects. First, history to the subject, relevance and research study trouble. Second, research study intents and inquiries. Third, reviews of literature works. Fourth, study project design. Fifth, timeline. And sixth is expected outcomes or impact of your work. In this video, we will discuss a lot about that recommended techniques for efficiently completing each part for the research proposal. Direct to the point. How do you write a research proposal sample? It serves to think of a research proposal as a workout in adjusting from the big picture, the wide academic field, to a specific target, that is your task for writing a research proposal. First thing, your proposal requires recognizing a particular research location in the broader landscape of the discipline and establishing why it is substantial and worth exploring. Second, the proposal needs to recognize an existing or freshly identified void in understanding that can be developed into the considerable research study problem. Third and important point, the proposal needs to construct a persuasive situation from your project as a sensible method of coming close to the research trouble. This facet is typically the most amazing and also innovative part of your proposition. It permits you to display just how your project style brings a brand new method to an existing or recently determined issue. The research proposal requires demonstrating that your method of the trouble is possible within the period of your candidate. The very important question, how long is a research proposal? A research proposal is generally around 2500 word long, although there is no upper or lower restriction to this. It depends on where you are sending your research proposal. In preparing a research proposal, the first thing that you need to do is to determine what it truly is that you would like to know even more regarding. The inquiries that you wish to study needed to be feasible as a research study job and also bring about the development of brand new expertise as well as understanding. We will currently examine the core component of a research proposal. What are the parts of research proposal and what is the structure of a research proposal? The part of the research proposal can be title, abstract, research content, problem statement, research methods, timeline, and last point is reference or bibliography. Your research proposal should generally include the following details. First, title. This is simply a tentative title for your desired study. If you are approved for admission or you are going to apply, you will be able to modify your title throughout the course of your research. Second, abstract. The research proposal must consist of a concise statement of your designated research study of no longer than 100 words. This may be a couple of sentences setting out the issue that you intend to check out for the primary inquiry that you want to deal with. Third point, research content. You ought to discuss the extensive background against which you will undoubtedly perform your research study. You should include a summary of the necessary research context within which your suggested review drops, summarizing the present state of understanding and current debates on the topic. This will enable you to demonstrate a familiarity with the appropriate field and the ability to connect clearly and concisely. Fourth point, problem statement. You will be certainly need to introduce the study subject of your viewers and describe why it is substantial. It is best to pitch your explanation to a scholastic audience that does not have expertise in your particular area. Therefore, you might need to offer the background info about the emergence and advancement of the topic. Emphasis below on the leading trend, spots, researchers, and as well as, if ideal, much more recent developments in scholarship. Importance. You may discover it helpful to believe about what led you to carry out the study in this area. You may also take into consideration accurately how scholars in the field discuss about. Fifth point, research methods. The proposal must describe your study techniques, clarifying how you are most likely to perform your research study. You also explain where your vital source, report, journal, article are situated in the literature, obtaining, etc. This area should likewise tell just how you are going to analyze your research study searchings. Significance of research study. The research proposal needs to show the creativity of your desired research. Therefore, you need to clarify why your research study is critical. As an example, by discussing exactly how your education builds on as well as contributes to the current states of expertise in the field, or by setting out reasons why it prompts to investigate your proposed subject. 6-point timeline. The timeline shows to visitor that your project can be completed within the duration of candidature. The timeline needs to contain a collection of objectives that you will certainly needed to fulfill to complete all elements of your thesis or your research, from essential research study to the last editing and enhancing, with an expected date of conclusion for each step. It must additionally consist of a statement of the progression that you have made to date. If relevant, the timeline must additionally factor in various other study related tasks such as meeting and also publications. The timeline is not a static record, you will require to upgrade it frequently. Seventh and last point is reference bibliography. The research proposal must include a brief bibliography identifying the most pertinent works for the subject. You ought to clarify the extensive background against which you will conduct your research study. You should consist of a quick introduction of the general idea of research within which your proposal research falls, summarizing the existing state of understanding and recent discussion. The research proposal ought to set out the central aims and questions that will undoubtedly assist your research. Many study research proposals is also comprehensive, so reflecting on your crucial research study inquiries is a great way to make sure that your job is practical as well as adequately narrow. That is one that is likely to be completed with the typical duration for a PhD research major or that your